Hey, this is Christelle Martinette, and this is a pre-full moon reading. I have here my decks, and let's get started. And I just put out a scrying session on my other channel, the Mystic Scrying Medium Christelle. Everybody asks me, well, why do you have these two channels? Well, a lot of people don't appreciate the scrying, reading crystals. They prefer the tarot, so I decided to separate the channels. But if you have never seen that kind of work, go take a look. But here I have the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot with me, and the Golden Dawn Initiatory Tarot, and then let me move around these things, and then a Sibila, and I have then my runes to crown the reading. Okay. Oh, one is fallen out. Ooh. All right. We have quite a lineup here. And it was interesting. Well, the scrying message was interesting, and this has a different take, a different shape to the reading. And I have this, there is an element of a very strong element of moving forward in a specific way toward a specific goal, even if on the outside, the surface, it doesn't seem like that. We have here a focus that is sort of, it is warlike in the sense of a Mars energy pushing forward, very determined. Now, what's extremely interesting around that is the, I'll say it, the seductive way the cards are speaking to me. Because on the one hand, there's this focus, this Mars pushing forward, right? We're in the pre-full moon, and I specifically wanted to read today because the difficult energy that I found in the inter-moon period seems now to be sort of lightening up, but in a way that it's not really lightening up. It's sort of, more determined, more distinguished, more specific energy, and the ideas that are coming forth, the types of work that is being done, type of work that is being done. So what I have is that this distinction, this notion of where you want to go when, okay? Then I'm saying you, like, it's us. And what I do see on the one hand is that there's a showing off. There's an amount of showing off. Look, everyone, you're doing it for the benefit of having people see you and having people who see what you do. But at the same time, what you're doing is acting as a banner to uplift those around you. It's sort of a banner. It's sort of a come one, come all. This benefits all of us. And you're doing it in a collective. It's you, we are working in a collective. And what's interesting is that there's a lot of order. And if I was talking politics, this would be, quite right-wing, a discussion, that would be quite right-wing, discourse of a right-wing nature. But what I'm seeing here is the collective, which is so interesting, put in an orderly fashion, by the very people who make up the collective. So, on the one hand, I see a group. There is the leader. There are leaders of the groups, and at the same time, there is the collective that is creating order, emerging naturally. So, how this plays out on a personal basis in our everyday life is that, let's for example say, the way you conjure up images or the way you conjure up ideas. You have to throw things on the table and put, little post-its with all names of ideas or keywords, and you just, as they come out, you put them on the table. But at the same time, what we're seeing is that there's an energy that groups these issues one next to the other, and it takes shape for the benefit of the collective. It's quite interesting. But what is even more surprising is this very I'm going to use the word seductive again, this very personal nature of how you interact with people. And, come in, come, come see me. Please do, come. Let's talk about anything. Anything that could be acceptable, that doesn't have to do with debts, politics, religion, death, sickness, something that will bring us joy. For example, there was today I was at a table with a bunch of friends, and we were joking there was only one cupcake left, and I wanted a piece of a cupcake, and and it's, no, there's only one left, only one. And there were 2 or 3 people who were watching the scene, but they were friends, they were all friends. This was yesterday. Today, 2 of the people that were there came over and one person brought 1 package of these cupcakes, another person brought 2 packages of these cupcakes, and I was just watching. Oh my God, I didn't even realize they saw what we were doing, And it's sort of like a teaching. What I'm seeing here with them, with Madame Marie Laveau, is this sort of, you've heard the parable of the fish and breaking bread, and to feed the masses, you can create, you just desire that, and it's there, and it's the abundance to feed the masses, And it was so lovely, but it's a very personal message. It's a very personal, it's being brought to you, and it's being brought to both, you and others, and so you can share. It was very, very, very lovely. And what I'm seeing as the entry card here is that the efforts that flow from your creative nature, your idea, your goal is personal, but the way you couch it is that it benefits other people in some way or another. And then it also, the entry card also does say that there's a lot to be gained from interacting at a personal level, and opening the door for all to come in. It goes, of course, through various different stages, but what do we have? The outgoing card. Master of the Head. This is quite a long journey, the cards have brought us through, because what constantly is being brought back, I don't know if you could see this, it's definitely, I could feel it. There's a circle that it's like having, the Fool and the World, one all in a row. There are only 5 cards here, but that is the idea. The journey comes full circle, and there's the notion that it comes back. Your creative ideas are fed by input that other people come in and give you. It's quite lovely to see. Let's see what this this initiatory tarot from the Golden Dawn tell us? I'm getting better at shuffling, huh? Look, I'm getting better. Maybe I do it the wrong way, but I get the job done. Okay, let's see. There definitely is a price. There's a cost. There's a price that that we have to pay when we, invite people into our, personal life, into our home. Okay, it's our home, metaphorical home. There's a price to pay with that this Nine of Wands, and we could say the price is overcoming fear. We could say the price is unloading part of our baggage, sharing our load. Okay, that is a price to pay, because it is sort of a risk, because the risk is giving half away. Does that mean that half is gone? Does that mean that half is our load lifted? Does that mean you're losing that half of you? So there is that price to pay. But what happens? What actually happens? What we do see is that the battles that are waged on the way, well, the battles that are waged in the name of passion, actually, battles that are waged in the name of passion, the Ace of Wands, do offer you the luxury, and it is a luxury, of expanded choice. Now, this means that if I have to summarize, if I have to look and see what the nature of the message that is emerging tells us, is that there is a collective, and of course there are individuals, but the risk that you bear and that you feel is on a personal level, never in a collective in this period. At the personal level, when it's on a one-to-one basis, that is when the fear, comes in. Again, this is something to be borne in mind here. Let's see what the Vera Sibilla, the night, that's the church tower bell ringing. It's 1:45 in the morning, so it's chiming 3 times for the 3/4 of an hour. Okay, let's see what the Sibilla tell us about this interaction and the risk of that interaction. Well, the risk is of love, actually. That is the risk of love. That is the risk of love that we so need to ponder before actually giving away that half of us and feeling as if we are losing half. The pre-full moon period has us pondering this risk. And but what I would like to see even more is the battle in festivities that we have, the battle of festivities, and what that brings to us, how we interact with the collective, and how that stands to help us gain at a personal level to interact with others. It's quite clear, quite dangerous, quite difficult to take, but we're not joking around this time. There's a serious energy to the musings, dealings, negotiations, planning in these 2 or 3 days before the full moon period. And the let's say the ghosts or the specters looming in your realm, up ahead to you, are these two. Oh, these two, here you go. These two. The lover and the enemy. The lover and the enemy. Do I want to change sides from being the enemy, lover, to the enemy, and vice versa? Can this enemy become the lover? Things are getting serious, and this is what the energy is about. Being on the marge of this collective, and then interacting at a personal level. The fear that we take our mask off all of a sudden. And quite interestingly, the full circle that we saw coming back with the world-like energy card here, with the passion. Let's see what that tells us. The cards are going to give us a little bit of suspense. We have here, yes, the notion of coming together. Single people coming together after such a long wait. People who are, however, many of you are contemplating really tying the knot. Others fear it being only talk. And the Sibila here are playing hide and seek with us, telling us that they're not going to say what's going to happen. You have to get up and walk the walk to find out. That is the message they're saying. Phew, boy, it's a battle with the Sibila tonight. Let's take the runes to see if they have anything to add. Yeah, it is just a matter of time. Well, how lovely is this? Manats, right over the suggestion that you need to walk the walk in order to find out. But it's smooth going. I see that if you decide to come together, you are both illuminated. And it's not an if. This is a definite illumination. The illumination is over two people that come together. Even though the collective, they both are part of a collective. And Tyr points in that direction. The collective is what serves as the context for the joy of two people coming together. And it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before deep-rooted notions of abundance in terms of relationships come together, and the relationship, this is weird, is the this is the rune weird. The relationship will be as strong as you make it. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this was of help to you in this pre-full moon period after such a difficult time. And I hope this will help us, tread a little lighter in the days to come. And I'll try to come back with a full moon reading. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.